What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA Saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And today I have to say that we have amazing news that is directly related to our story. Unfortunately, we have another hit piece from Forbes and I will show you it and I will show you how ridiculous this article is. And before we dive deep into all of this, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share this video with your friends and family, and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for the community. So, and let's start with this news. Right here you can see the retweet that was made by due diligence, and originally this tweet was made by William N. And he wrote, "Roza Tawil just filed an amended complaint. She's not playing around. Thank you, Roza, for keeping us the fight. You rock." And it is 95 pages document. And let me show you some details. I want to pay your attention only on prayer for relief, because probably Ali from Trading Secrets will do a more thorough update regarding this compliant. And I have to say that I don't want to dive deep into this document because we have a lot of other news. So, let me quote you just prayer for relief. "Therefore, petitioner respectfully requests this court enter an order granting 1. FINRA produce to plaintiff a full accounting and/or blue sheets of all trades, short positions, options and calls for stocks held in street name MMTLP and MMAT. 2. FINRA produce to plaintiff a full accounting of and all blue sheets of any and all designated transfer to next bridge hydrocarbons. 3. Plaintiff an award for reasonable attorney's fees and costs. And 4. Granting such other relief the court may determine is just and proper." So, I have to say that it is a very thorough 95 pages document where Roza wrote a lot of facts, and I have to say that she had to write this document, and that is why she asked for an extension of the deadline. And definitely I think it is a huge work that was done by Roza, and shout out to her. So, and let me go further. We have another article that was published by Forbes and that was written yesterday. And the title of this article is following: "The Looney Conspiracy Theory Threatening Wall Street." And let me quote you just one paragraph. "Naked short selling is a thing. Actually, it really isn't. But that hasn't stopped a group of hucksters led by a cynical lawyer from conjuring an excuse for meme stock collapses and creating a community now talking up violence against anyone in their way." So how ridiculous this paragraph is. I have to say that you probably don't even want to read the entire article, because you already know that it is not an unbiased person. And I have to say that Brandon Kochkodin is a quite famous person in the MMTLP community. Previously, on April 26th, he wrote another article, and I want to pay your attention on just some comments that was made on MMTLP resources back in the days. And right here you can see that Brandon Kochkodin brands MMTLP a meme stock with no oil asset value and a stock that no one wants. The fact is no one had a choice whether they wanted or not. So definitely it is not the person who can write an article that might be useful for people, useful for the community. And I have to say that he's let me show you just several tweets from his Twitter account. On June 22nd he wrote, "Paranoia, paranoia, everybody's coming to get me." And he posted this link on YouTube video, and here is the video itself. And it is the retweet from Wall Street Apes that was made on June 21st. And the original tweet is following: "How corrupt is the United States? The day after the Justice Department launched an investigation into Wall Street short sellers, the largest document storage facility, TD Ameritrade, Bartlett Warehouse, went up in flames." So, probably it might be the coincidence, but it is a very, very suspicious coincidence. And he made this conclusion that it is a paranoia. No one can say it until the judge made his decision. And let me show you what do we have on top of that. First of all, I want to pay attention on Roger James Hamilton tweets regarding this article, and he wrote, "This is what a media hit piece looks like. The fight by Wes Christian, Mark Basile, MMTLP, GNS, AMC against naked shorts has apparently become the loony conspiracy theory threatening Wall Street, according to Forbes. No mention of recent actions by SEC and Congress versus naked shorts." And he also added, "What the journalist doesn't mention is the only reason the cases never end up in court is because the broker-dealers and defendants settle it before it gets there. Wes Christian gives the data on cases won from Overstock onwards, but all omitted from article." And you can see this list. Basically, if you are a journalist, you have to be unbiased and you have to use all the tools that you have in order to find necessary information and to write the proper article. And this information might be very useful for this type of journalists, but I have to say that no one of these cases was mentioned in his article. And right here you can see that there are multiple of them, 19 cases, and Wes Christian was the part of all of them. So let me quote you further the tweet that was made by Tony Tweets regarding this article as well. And he quoted, "Naked short selling is a thing. Actually, it really isn't." And he added, "Are you accusing the SEC of lying when they charged SEBI management and means of abusive naked short selling? Or are you very first towards a lie? And if so, why should anyone read the rest of your article? Or anything else in your magazine?" Yes, I completely agree with Tony. And let me show you further. Mark Basile also made this tweet just several hours ago, and he wrote, "MMTLP, GTII and many others, to all holders and former holders, do not let social media replace the court system. I have seen so much BS coming out of people typing and others taking positions on half-truths, cherry-picking data, jumping to legal conclusions, jading other facts, pointing fingers, casting blame, when the truth is, no matter what you think you have, it won't prove anything until a judge says it does. And it doesn't really matter who has what, because without the information from Share Intel, OTC CSI, Blackbird AI, Blue Sheets or CAT data, OTC Markets, DTCC, the SEC, the issuers, FINRA, the SEC, again he mentioned SEC again, the DOJ, it's nothing but a speculation. Arguments are not won on social media. Social media is used by some to divide and conquer, and that's exactly what's happening. It's fine to be skeptical about things you read, but when someone uses social media to try to prove a point and they suck you in, they won. Just remember that. And yes, I agree with his statement for 100%. On top of that, let me quote you the tweet that was made by Syntax Queen of the Metaverse. It is quite a long tweet, but it's worth your attention. "I would like to offer you the tale of two news articles, both published by Forbes within a 5-year span. The first champions Patrick Byrne, who fought naked shorting counterfeit shares with the help of lawyer Wes Christian. I would like to share the last paragraph of this article. One can always hope, but in the current limbo, 3 larger questions persist. First, will the powers that be, like SIFMA, find ways to indefinitely neutralize adequate regulatory sources? Second, why has the SEC been historically hesitant to implement aggressive regulation of naked short selling? Third, most importantly, what justification is there for naked short selling under any circumstances other than honest clerical errors? I see none whatsoever." Next, an article also from Forbes, centered on Wes Christian as well as many other, including retail investors from MMTLP. The first paragraph starts like this. "Naked short selling is a thing. Actually, it really isn't. But that hasn't stopped a group of hucksters led by a cynical lawyer from conjuring an excuse for meme stock collapses and creating community now talking up violence against anyone in their way. So what changed? Why such a drastic shift on naked shorting at Forbes? Maybe it was the purchase of Forbes by Luminary Technologies, whose largest shareholders are BlackRock, State Street, owned by BlackRock, and Vanguard, who has the largest stake in BlackRock. Could BlackRock be using their power to influence media? New footage from James O'Keefe suggests yes. In fact, it is stated that BlackRock purchases politicians and members of government. Could this be why FINRA and the SEC seem to be turning a blind eye to so much of the corruption we are seeing from BlackRock? Or maybe they are more complicit in nature. After all, BlackRock manages the trading portfolio for FINRA. Maybe what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Taking bribes here, turning a blind eye there, and while stealing from the 401ks, TSPs, investments, and destroying innovations and companies. So who does Forbes believe, especially in the case of MMTLP, which seems to be a sore point for this new BlackRock-run media, that there are no counterfeit shares? I suggest we come to an end to this hypothesis of if there are or are not counterfeit shares in MMTLP. There are either counterfeit shares or there are not, and no one can say for certain without access to trading data, such as the blue sheets or CAT data. But transparency is being thwarted by regulators, the very agencies who are supposed to protect retail investors. This leads me back to my previous comment about FINRA and the SEC being complicit. Retail has become distrustful, the old smoke and mirrors no longer work. Retail has become educated, and we are not going away. If we are wrong, show us the data. Otherwise, the biased journalism from Forbes means nothing, except for the diminishing credibility of yet another narrative-pushing journal. And you can find 2 links on these referenced articles right here. So, definitely we shouldn't rely on these type of articles, and the only reason why we can see them in major social media is just the attempt to fight against us. And this shows that we are on the right path, and we are on our way to win this battle. And to help the community even more, please share this video with your friends and family, and drop me a line in the comment section for YouTube algorithm. Also, just hit the like button. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.